Facility Face here. Welcome back to my channel. As you can already tell from the title, I will be testing out two different concealers today. So the two different concealers that I'll be testing out today are the L'Oreal Infallible and the e.l.f. concealer. So I did get two different concealer shades that I thought would match me best. So I got 385 and 395. 395 is a little bit darker than 385, and the closest one to the e.l.f. concealer that I have the shade Tan Latte, and the closest one to it would be 385. So I think I'm going to be testing out both of these today, because as you can see, the shades are pretty close. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump right into the video. I don't want to talk too much because I don't want this video to be too long. So my face, I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing that I would usually do as if I weren't filming and I'm doing my makeup to go somewhere. So my face is already moisturized. The first thing I'm gonna do is spray my face with this Mario Badescu facial spray. I always do this, which is why I got the big bottle, because this is big. So I'm just gonna spray some all over my face. Let that set in. I'm just going to clip my hair back in the meantime. Alright, and now that that is done, I haven't used this primer in a while, and I actually need to go back and get another bottle because I absolutely love it. And I love this primer and I don't love the foundation that goes with it. I'm going to be using my Fenty primer today. I haven't used this in a very long time, as I said before, so I'm going to be using it today. I need another bottle because I am running out. I should have bought this when I went to Sephora the other day, but I forgot. So I really just have only a little bit left in the bottle, so I'm going to use this little bit that I have left, and yeah. In this primer, you don't even have to use a moisturizer with it because... Alright, so I'm just gonna jump right in and apply my foundation. The foundation I'll be using today, I need to get another one as well, but I think I should have a little bit in here, and this is my all-time fave. I'm just gonna go in and use my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC45. Alright, and I'm just going to blend this out pretty quickly. Also, I'm just going to spray a little bit more of my facial spray just to make it a little bit more dewy so it's easier to blend. This is one of the parts of my foundation process that I hate. I hate blending out my foundation. Oh my gosh, I just feel like it takes forever. I'm all done. Literally, that took me like 30 minutes. Alright, so on the left side of my face, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and I already mentioned that I'll be using the shade 385. And on the right side of my face, I'll be using the e.l.f. Concealer, and I already mentioned again that the shade that I'll be using is Tan Latte. So I always conceal the right side of my face, or apply concealer to the right side of my face first. Right, so let's put the e.l.f. concealer on my chin and above my lip, just to even it out. The L'Oreal concealer, I'm going to do this one down the bridge of my nose. See, they're about the same shade. I know my lighting is a little bit off, so it's not true to how it actually looks in here. It does come up a little different on camera, so excuse that. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my e.l.f. concealer, like I mentioned before, on the right side of my face. And I love the applicator, you guys. It's just like the Tarte Shape Tape. I love it. I believe it's called a doe foot. Correct me if I'm wrong. And and I'll be applying L'Oreal on the left side of my face. Now they both have completely two different undertones. Like, you can definitely see it showing up a little bit better now on camera. These undertones, child. Like, this undertone is, I'm getting more golden, and this is definitely more peach undertone. I'm more on the golden side for the concealer and the foundations that I like. I love when it's golden because it just matches my skin tone a lot better. However, I'm just gonna blend it out to see how it works. So far, the L'Oreal concealer is, as you can see, it's more matte, whereas the e.l.f. concealer, it is a lot more dewy. So I usually let my concealer sit, and then I apply my contour stick, which is my black opal. I always use my black opal foundation stick to contour first. Alright, so I'm just going to start blending out the concealer. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so now we're already having a problem. This is the L'Oreal concealer that I put on. Actually, this is the e.l.f. No, this is the e.l.f. concealer that is not blending out whatsoever. Okay, so it's able to fix that problem. Let's keep going. Just be hopeful and keep going. So now I'll be blending out the e.l.f. side first. This undertone is crazy. It's very peachy. Alright guys, I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but this e.l.f. concealer is definitely not blending out properly. I don't know why, but this is just, I think it's because I let it set too long, which is what I normally do to all of my concealers. Like, depending on what concealer I'm using, whenever I'm doing my face, I always let it sit for a little bit, apply my contour, and then I blend it out. So I know that's like not the problem because I always do that. But let me go ahead and blend out the L'Oreal side to see how that goes. This side blended out a little bit better, and a little bit of the same thing is happening. So I think the problem is I might have let them sit for too long while I apply my contour. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the e.l.f. concealer because it's looking a little bit dry. So oh my gosh. That made it even worse. The 3 dots that I just put on my face of the concealer is showing. I wish you guys could see. Let me try to let you guys see that. You see? I don't know if it's showing up. But that's not good. That is not good. Alright guys, and to set, I'm just going to use my Beauty Bakery flour powder. This is hands down, I've said it before, my favorite setting powder of all time. So if this setting powder doesn't fix this issue, then we have a problem. We officially have a problem. So let me go ahead and blend it out one last time to the best of my ability before setting it. And I'm going to set the L side first. Only place that the concealer blended out how I would like it to blend out is on my forehead, and what I used on my forehead was my the L'Oreal side. So, and to powder contour, I'm gonna use this Tartist contour palette. My sister gave this to me, and I'm just gonna use the lightest shade in here, which is that one. This is not blending out how I like it to blend out. L'Oreal Infallible, not so bad, but alright you guys, I'm just going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish to set everything together and hopefully fix all these imperfections that's on my face. And in actuality, looking up close, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Alright, and to set, I'm going to be using my Morphe setting mist. Hey guys, so I'm going to finish up this look, add some lashes, maybe wing liner, a little lip gloss, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. It does look pretty good on camera, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm looking right here in the viewfinder and the overall look of my face is pretty darn good. It looks extremely flawless. Yeah, but I love how highlighted my under eyes look. Usually I would just normally conceal, like I wouldn't go too far up with my concealers because I don't normally wear my concealers like, you know, with like a highlighted look that I'm wearing right now. But trying these two concealers, which I'll mention again, which are the e.l.f. Infallible L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade 385 and the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Latte. These concealers are pretty close in shade, except the e.l.f. concealer to me has a very peachy undertone and the L'Oreal has a very golden undertone. They're two completely different undertones, so you know I would get two completely different looks. But right now I would definitely say that my favorite has to be the L'Oreal Infallible concealer. Reason being, number one, is I love the undertone that this gives me. I'm not a peachy girl undertone. I do not like peach undertone whatsoever. I honestly just feel like the peach undertone does not do well with my skin tone at all. But as I mentioned before, just looking at myself in the mirror and on my viewfinder without being looking too close at my face, it does look perfectly fine. Another thing that I loved about the L'Oreal concealer was the blending process. Even though the e.l.f. concealer was a little bit more dewy, I expected the e.l.f. concealer to be easier to blend because it was a little bit dewier than the L'Oreal concealer. However, the L'Oreal concealer blended out a lot better than the e.l.f. concealer. As far as coverage, I definitely got a better coverage from the L'Oreal concealer. I'm going to try to give you guys a close-up of the e.l.f. concealer. Even though I applied the e.l.f. concealer twice, I can still see the areas of my face that I went back and applied the e.l.f. concealer, which I do not like. I love when my makeup is seamless and flawless and you can't really tell, you can't tell that I didn't blend properly, even though I always blend my foundation, my concealer, everything seamlessly. I just hate the look that I didn't, you know, do my best or do what I usually do, and that's what the e.l.f. concealer is giving me at the moment. Okay, so I'm trying my best to show you guys. If you look closely here, you'll see like 3 dots. and that's where the e.l.f. concealer was giving me issue. Also, if you guys remember, when I was blending my upper lip, that's where I applied the e.l.f. concealer. It would not blend whatsoever, and I almost don't want to blame it on the primers that I use, because like I mentioned before, regardless of whatever whatever concealers that I used in the past, the Fenty primer, which I have used plenty of times in the past, I never had any issues like that before, so that was pretty weird. But all in all, I would have to say that the winner is the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Concealer. That is my end verdict. Alright, and that is all for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below what other videos you would like for me to do, whether it be a makeup tutorial, testing any other products, or any other videos. Just let me know, because your girl needs some ideas. Thumbs up this video if you'd like to see more from me, or if you've tried any of these concealers, will you try it? Let me know down in the comment section below. Let's have a chat. That's pretty much it. I am your girl Olivia Face. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. It is completely free. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am your girl Olivia Face, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.